Good morning to Robert Springs, Arlene, and Dennis. Good morning to DJ Wise. Hey, y'all check out this hair. I want hair like that. But I hope everybody's having a great Saturday. Excuse me, can I have your autograph? Mr. Beethoven. Or shall I call you Ludwig? Bismarcky? It's the Don King of ducks. I hear you, Dennis. Well, kinda. Kinda, sorta. It's a duck race. Hello to Oompa Loompa and Brian Lucas. Happy Saturday. Hope everybody's having a great day. And the race is on. So that's the Aflac duck, and then I guess this is his granddaddy, Ludwig Ludwig van Duckling. George Washington, maybe. Douglas. Thank you. Thank you very much. Elvis has left the building. Or Duckvis, sorry. Duckvis has left the building. Come back, Duckvis. Can I have your autograph, Duckvis? Robert, my brother, he's still got a long way to go. He's in a fight for his life, but he needs a lot of prayers. But the prayers that's been lifted for him so far, you can tell, no doubt. I believe a miracle is in progress. He has come off the life support and was able to talk with him, which was awesome. I haven't been able to do for like 3 days, so there's definitely been improvement, but he still needs a lot of prayer. And I thank everybody that has prayed for him so far, and I ask you to continue to do so. Um, I believe in God. I believe in miracles, and my brother needs one. And like I said, I'm seeing progress. So glory be to God, and I'm thankful for prayers from the bottom of my heart. For real, anybody that's lifted a prayer for my brother, it means a lot. Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that, man. And if anybody ever needs any prayer for me, don't be afraid to mention it. I don't mind sharing to God your heart's desire. We're supposed to pray for one another. Good morning, Spirit in the Sky Blue. Happy Saturday. Thank you for dropping by. Hey, Dennis, you know how you get down from an elephant? You don't get down from an elephant, you get down from a duck. There's a lot of down right there. His whole head is down. Sing us a song, Duckvis. I'm all shook up. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is my favorite one right here. I want his hair. No foul play. No foul play, Dennis. Yeah, it does. It don't look real. I guess he's got head lice. I don't know if ducks can have head lice, but it looks like Ludwig here's got some problems. I've seen a lot of chickens with the afro like that, but this is the first time I've ever seen a duck with a perm. I want one now. And no, I'm not going to steal this one. I'm all shook up. Mm-hmm. He's definitely got the Elvis moves, though. If Ed Sullivan was here, he'd only be filming him like this. Shout out to Ed Sullivan. Classic TV is awesome. Good morning to Spine Ticks. Happy Saturday. Appreciate you stopping by. Oh, that's my favorite one. Hey, Spine Ticks, what you think about this duck right here? Look at the hair. I'm jealous. Affleck with a perm. Suspicious. We can't go on. It's Duckvis, and he's singing, "We can't go on together. We're suspicious minds." He's like a cross between Elvis, Ludwig van Beethoven, Biz Markie, and I call him. I think of Donald Duck, a white duck. So I think of Donald Duck, but I call him Donald King Duck. Don King, the boxing promoter. He was known for his hair, and that's a fro. I like that one right there. I don't know if you can buy these kind of ducks at the pet store, but I want one. Yeah, I like a surfer, Dennis. I like the purple or the blue or whatever that is on that duck. That's pretty neat. But Ludwig there, he's my favorite. He or she, I don't know. I'm not a duck spurt. Um, Happy Saturday, Devianch Bakshi. I know I butchered that up. I'm sorry about that, but happy Saturday to you, and thank you for stopping by. And I'm from Alabama, in the United States. That's right, the Mighty Ducks, crested duck. Yeah, I'm not a duck spurt for sure, but I admire all animals. They're all unique. Yeah, they might add that word to the Webster's dictionary. Maybe 2025. Y'all be on the lookout. Uh, Duxpert. Maybe I can get some royalties from. I think the whole herd is infested with lice. They seem to all have problems, man. Duxpert.com. I'll have to look it up. But I hope everybody's having a great Saturday. I appreciate everybody that stopped by. Um, I like me some Johnny Cash, and I was listening to a song of his recently. It's called Thanksgiving Prayer. Yeah, I know. I've watched a lot of feathered friends do their thing, um, but I didn't know the terminology. So thank you, Dennis, for that. Um, Preening, but the Johnny Cash. That's right, Dennis. I did, and I'm trying to promote Thanksgiving this month of November. Since we celebrate it here in the United States in November, but really it's a lifestyle. It's an attitude of gratitude that's shouldn't be one day a year, but just a lifetime to be thankful for all your many blessings. We all have been blessed in a lot of different ways, um, and I like the song. I didn't write all the lyrics to it down, but I just wrote some of them this morning. But I just want everybody to know this morning that I'm thankful for you, and you know, you're a blessing. You know, sometimes things may happen in life where you think you know, don't have value or you're worthless or you feel kind of down. But you always need to be reminded by somebody that you have value, you have worth, and I'm trying to be that person today to remind you that I'm thankful for you and whoever you are, wherever you are. Um, Hello to the Rushmore Show. It's good to see Andy and Kurt this morning out with family. Uh, so shout out to Kirk and Andy. And if anybody's around their family today, give them a big hug. And that's what I'm going to be talking about this morning. Never take time with family for granted. That's a message that's been like super loud to me lately. And but this song, Thanksgiving Prayer, we've come to the time in the season when family and friends gather near to offer a prayer of thanksgiving for blessings we've known through the year, to join hands and thank the Creator. And now, when Thanksgiving is due, this year when I count my blessings, I'm thanking the Lord He made you. This year when I'm counting my blessings, I'm thanking the Lord He made you. So, I just shout out to everybody that can hear me this morning. I'm thankful that God made you, and you have purpose. You have a reason for being here, and I'm so glad that our paths have crossed. It's I enjoy meeting people from around the world, and it's a blessing to cross paths with people. And outside of YouTube, a lot of people that I talk to that never would have happened. So I've met some really cool people through YouTube. So I'm thankful for you this morning. Um, But I was talking about, not taking your family for granted, and just, enjoying each moment that you have with your family. Um, my brother's been in the hospital for the last, let's see, since Tuesday. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 days. And for most of the time, he hasn't been able to communicate. He's been unconscious, on life support, and critical condition. But I've been asking everybody for prayer for a miracle. The doctors didn't give my brother much of a chance, not a lot of hope. But I do believe in God, and I do believe in the power of prayer. And I've been praying for a miracle, and I've been asking for others to do the same, joining with me in faith. And he's still got a long way to go, but I'm seeing a miracle in progress, I believe. And he's came off of the life support, and he's been, talking. He's still in a lot of pain, but I believe in prayer. I believe in answered prayer, and I believe I'm seeing, I'm witnessing. So I'm thanking everybody that's prayed for my brother. It means so much from the bottom of my heart. Um, but I got three things on my heart. You know, like I was saying, don't take your family for granted. But I forgot. I read from time to time like how many words the average person says on an average day. I forget how many thousand of words that people say on an average day. There's different estimates, but they're in the thousands. And women, and this ain't no joke, or I ain't down on women. I'm just saying, on average, women generally talk more than men. I mean, there's a lot of studies, but that's not the issue. That's not what I'm talking about. So, no jokes or. But what I'm saying is, we do communicate. We talk. But out of all those thousands of words that we say every day, I believe that the most important ones that you can tell your family, your friends, or anybody really that you talk to. Um, and I'm talking away, so I ain't looking at the chat. I'm sorry, but I see where Judy's here. Good morning, Judy. Um, Thanks for stopping by, and happy Saturday. Appreciate everybody that's here this morning. But I believe the three, out of all the words that we use today, the three most important phrases: I love you, I thank you, and I'm sorry. Um, I've been like the whole time my brother's been unconscious, and I still been talking to him, and those are the things I've been telling him. Yeah, I told him I loved him before he got sick. Before he got in his current situation. I've told him I loved him a lot of times, but whenever you get to that point where you look at them and they can't respond to you, you realize I didn't tell them enough. So I encourage anybody that has loved ones around them, let them know you love them, and never take moments with family for granted. You don't know what the next day may hold. So enjoy today with your family, and let them know you love them. Not only let them know you love them, but express it through different ways. But but I thank you. I kept telling him, I just thank you for being my brother. Thank you for being a good brother. Um, I told other people he's not a perfect brother, and but I told him that he's the perfect brother for me, and I'm also not a perfect brother. All siblings that I know of, that don't always get along, and that's been my story. But I'm thankful for him. And the last one is, something else you don't say enough. It's a pride thing. Nobody likes to say I'm sorry because we don't like to admit when we're wrong. We don't like to admit our mistakes, but we all make them. And from time to time, I hope none of us is out to intentionally hurt anybody. You should never intentionally hurt anybody, but sometimes we do accidentally hurt people. It does happen, and I believe we need to say I'm sorry more. Or I can only speak for me, but that's something that I realized while he was there, and I couldn't. I mean, I did communicate with him, but no feedback, no return communication. So I just pretty much poured out my heart, because I had some regrets of things that I've said or done in the past, towards my brother. And but those are some three important words, out of the thousands of words you're going to say today. Think about those three phrases: I love you, I thank you, and I'm sorry. Um, But always be thankful for your family. You know, without family, none of us would be here. You know, that's the vehicle that God used to get us here. That was His choice, His design. You know, we got to be thankful for that and don't take it for granted. Um, Families are a blessing, and you know, this don't just apply to family and friends. This applies to anybody. You know, it's okay to love everybody. That's what we're supposed to do. Um, you know, and it's okay to thank people. You know, every job, every um, job is somebody doing service for another person to help them. I mean, there are jobs that hurt people. I ain't talking about those, but I'm talking about the jobs where somebody's offering you help or assistance. You know, whether it be like at the grocery store. You know, I mean, there's so many opportunities to tell somebody thank you in there. I'm at the hospital now. You know, I've been here a lot. You know, I should be more appreciative of the doctors and the nurses and all those that have given their time to helping other people that are sick. You know, I have definitely thanked doctors and nurses, but can I do it more? Yes, absolutely. Um, you have a great day too, Judy, and I thank you for stopping by. Um, and I want you to know, Judy, and everybody, that I'm thankful for you. You're a part of my Thanksgiving prayer. Um, I've been running my mind through the alphabet, thinking of different things that start with different letters to be thankful for, and I've met, some people on YouTube. I don't know their name, but I just know their YouTube name. So that's what I call most people that are up in here. But whoever you are, whatever YouTube name you have, it don't matter to me. I'm thankful for you. That's my Thanksgiving prayer. Um, this year, when I count my blessings, I'm thanking the Lord. He made you. Um, and Good morning to 6G. Good to see you. Semi see you. And good morning to Aries World. Happy Saturday to everybody. Appreciate everybody that stopped by. Appreciate everybody that's offered prayers, for my brother. Um, it means the world. There goes my favorite duck. He's riding off into the sunset. I'm giving an interview. Come here. Excuse me. Why the webbed feet? Yeah, I appreciate the prayers from around the world. Definitely, they're definitely working. Um, my brother's a miracle in progress, so don't stop praying for sure. Worldwide web feet. There's Dennis. Um, all right, put in the comments, everybody, who's your favorite duck, and why is it that he or she's your favorite duck? Whether it be real, a real duck, or the cartoon version. Uh, who's your favorite duck? And did you play Duck Duck Goose as a kid, or am I the only one of that age frame? Donald. Hey, Donald Duck is here this morning. I seen him. No, it's not Donald Duck. It's Donald Duck. It's Donald Duck King. I you Dennis, you was talking about a surfer. I'm thankful for, like I said, I'm thankful for the people that I've met through YouTube. And a surfer, he's good at making me laugh, and laughter is a good medicine. So, and Dennis can do that too. I appreciate those that can make me laugh. Um, I know life ain't all laughs. We don't laugh all the time, but it is good to mix in laughs throughout the day. I love humor. As long as it's clean, I love humor. I'm a big fan of humor. Sticks G, there's still a chance, man. Maybe one day. There's Ace Surfer. See, he had itching ears and he pops in. That's awesome. I appreciate Ace Surfer for real. Life. Not only is life too short for gossip, gossip's wrong because gossip always hurts, and we're not supposed to do anything that hurts anybody. Um, and that's one of my favorite Ronald Reagan quotes. Is he says, if the world talked to each other as much as they talked about each other, the world would be a better place. You know, and I agree with that. Um, don't talk about people, talk to people. You know, if you got wrinkles, try to iron it. Do your best to iron it out. And if you can't iron it out, talk to God about the people. Don't talk about people. Talk to God about people. But this is my favorite. What do you think about this duck, Surfer? This is my favorite right here. He's like the cross between Beethoven, Bismarcky, Don King, and Elvis. Yeah, I'm jealous of the hair. I know jealous ain't being jealous ain't good, but oh baby, you. Yeah, I want one of these ducks, man. I don't know if you can buy them at the pet store or not, but uh, yeah, that's right. You're throughout God's word, we're told to love people. So we can't, just get on an island and get away from people when we don't like what they do. But there are verses that talks about don't be around them because we're all influenced. You're influenced by the people that are around you. So if you hang around people that are gossipers, you're going to start gossiping. Or if you hang around people that lie, you're going to be lying. Or and the list is long. Complaining. If you've ever got around a person that complains, it rubs off on you. So as I'm looking at a bird, I'll say birds of a feather flock together. So if you want to be a positive person, you want to be a person of faith, get around people with faith and and it ain't when you get into those groups, don't look down on the other groups, but try to be an influence to them. You know, um, I want the best for everybody. I really do. Um, I appreciate you, Aries. You have a great day. Um, and I think it's super cool you got to meet Spine Ticks. That's awesome. Yeah, hang out with surfers, you'll be surfing. I've never hung out with a surfer. I mean, I have, through YouTube, but not in real life. Um, but surfing is definitely cool. Uh, I'm not I'm not the most coordinated person, so I don't really see myself as balancing good on a surfboard. So there would be a lot of errors. There would be a lot of errors if I was to ever surfers. So that might be why I've never surfed. But uh, but I appreciate everybody that stopped by this morning, and just want everybody to know that I'm thankful for you. As I count my blessings, I'm thankful for people that our lives have crossed paths. It's I believe everything happens for a reason. So I'm glad to have met, semi-met. Not the same as meeting, face to face, but still it's neat meeting people through YouTube, and I've met some great people. But I'm thankful for you today. You're on my list, and just remember when you're around your family, you're around somebody else. We're all using word like Going to be using words today. I'm using words right now, but the most important words, I believe, I love you, I thank you, and I'm sorry. Um, Say it today while you can. Don't put it off because, like I said, we don't know what tomorrow brings. Yeah, I would have to, I would have to get like my surfboard. I can't describe the vision I'm having in my head of my surfboard, but that would be like no, you could see no water. It would be so big it would pick up the whole ocean, and then I could balance. I appreciate the prayers. I that's one of the main reasons I wanted to do a live this morning. I mean, I always want to get on to encourage people because I know we all have tough times, and we all need to have people to remind us to keep on keeping on. And I know I love encouragement, and I want to be an encouragement to somebody else. But one of the other reasons I'm on is I just want to thank everybody that's said prayers for my brother because it's made a difference. I'm seeing it. I believe he's a miracle in progress. I've seen improvement. When the doctors didn't give him much of a chance, um, he's been taken off of life support, and he can communicate a little, even though it hurts. But he's in a lot of pain. He's still got a long way to go. Got a lot more obstacles to overcome. But I just encourage everybody, if you're a person of faith, to don't stop praying. Yeah, I'd have to join you in the kiddie pool sticks. We'll both learn together. Cameras allowed in the. Oh, it'd be like a comedy skit, but did Job have a job? That's a good question. I don't remember it mentioned. I could be wrong, but I don't remember it mentioning him. I know he had daughters. I know he had sons. I know he had a wife. I know he had problems. I know he had a God. Uh, I know. I know his attitude and his response to his difficulties in life is like one of the greatest stories ever. How he handled things. Yeah, Job is definitely one of my favorite characters in the Bible. But as far as his job, I know he was very wealthy, so that don't necessarily mean you have a job, but more than likely, yeah. You got an answer to that, Dennis, or is that just your play on words? I guess yeah. Now that I think about it, he had a lot of animals, so I guess you could say he was like a farmer, like a like he had sheep and Hey Dennis, you know why turtles are so slow? Since you're talking about the turtles, you know why they're so slow? The reason turtles are so slow, you'd be slow too if you had to carry your house on your back. Yeah, that's comical to me to think about me on a giant surfboard and also me carrying, a humongous house on my back. Definitely a mobile home. I've always liked, I forget the big name for these, but I call them elephant ears because they look like elephant ears. But I've always liked them because they look like hearts. So I always want everybody to know that I love them. Um, I'm planning on going back into my brother's hospital room, so I better not jump in. Yes, surfer. Another thing I'm not good at. There's a lot of things in life I'm not good at, but swimming, I'm not a good swimmer. That's another not an incentive for me to jump in. I'm not a very good swimmer. Um, I I give out easy, so I can swim good. As far as I think as far as the form goes, I'm not no Olympic swimmer. When it comes to form, but I believe I got some form. But my problem is I give out easy. So like I'll get a piece of a way swimming and then I'll just sink. And I never was good at floating. That's what I admire about the ducks. I watch them. That they make it look so effortlessly, just floating on the water. Which I know they're a lot lighter than us. And they were made for that reason, uh, with those skills. And I wasn't, but um, yeah, surfer he is, and that's what I'm telling people is he he's been through a lot the last couple of weeks, and the doctors like 4 or 5 days ago they didn't really give him any chance of survival. They didn't even know if he'd make it through the night. So they that was a tough talk to hear, just sit in front of the doctors and when you want to hear, you might hear some bad things, but you want to hear some good mixed in with the bad at least. And they didn't give. I mean, there was nothing that was like, yay. There was no really nothing positive they said. But which I realized they was just telling what they saw, and I understand that. So I ain't down to them. I'm thankful for the doctors and nurses, but at the same time, I know, that there's always hope with God, and I believe in miracles from God, and that's what I've been asking everybody to pray for. And I've been, it's like it's a miracle in progress. He was slowly taking off the life support, and he could talk now, and he can communicate with his hands and with his motions. But he's in a lot of pain, so I still desire prayers from people that pray. Um, he's got a long way to go, but I'm thankful for how far he's come. It means a lot, to be able to talk to him again, because that's why I wrote this down this morning about I love you. I thank you, and I'm sorry, because you have those chances to say those things, but then when those chances get taken away, he was there and he couldn't respond. Although I kept telling him these things, but I didn't know if he was hearing me or not. So that's why I encourage people today. If you got somebody around you, let them know you love them. Let them know you're thankful for them, and let them know, if you, anytime you've hurt them, you know, just be sincere and apologize. Say you're sorry, and do your best not to do it again, because we're not supposed to hurt each other. Um, we're supposed to help each. Everything we do in life ought to help ourselves and help each other. But that's where we mess up, is if when we do things that hurt ourselves or hurt others. And when those times happen, that's where we need to say, I'm sorry. We need to own it. A lot of people don't like to own, their mistakes. And there's people that are in prisons. I realize that there's people that are innocent that shouldn't even be in there. But a lot of people that are in there, they say they didn't do it. They won't own up to it. And sometimes that's us. If we're not careful, pride gets in the way and we're not willing to say, hey, I'm sorry. I was wrong